The Tour de France is a super famous bicycle race that happens every year in France. Lots of people watch it because it's a big deal in the world of cycling. But did you know that the Tour de France has been around for a really long time? It started way back in 1903. That's over 100 years ago. Now, let's talk about drinking raids. Back in the early days of the Tour de France, when the race was just starting out, the riders used to pedal through towns and villages in France. Along the way, they'd see cafes. Now imagine you're a cyclist riding in a really long race like the Tour de France. You're pedaling for hours and hours, and you get really thirsty and tired. Suddenly, you see a cafe. What do? Well, some of the riders would stop at these cafes to take a break. Makes sense, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of just stopping for a quick drink and paying for it like normal people, some of the riders would do something a little funny. They'd stop at the cafes and take more than they should. They'd grab drinks and snacks without paying for them. It was almost like they were playing a game. They'd quickly grab what they wanted and then jump back on their bikes and keep racing. These little stops and taking things without paying for them became known as drinking raids. It was a kind of silly and fun part of the race, and people would talk about it afterward. But as the years went by and the Tour de France became more serious and professional, the drinking raids stopped happening. Nowadays the race is all about the cycling, and there's no time for funny business like that anymore. But it's still a fun thing to know about the history of this legendary race. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting facts. See you next time.